that.
That's good. Just a couple of bits of meat.
Is a thick chocolate wall?
I can never eat that much beef.
Oh, you normally.
No. Get this on mine. Get Alright. Okay, there's the rest of the cousins there. Dawn. We'll see bloody Nicola in here. Bruni was rude once.
Aye, Bruni did a good job actually.
Aye.
Other than just the painting that's taking place upstairs, we've started doing some work on the living room. So we've stripped the living room of all the wood chip, and you'll remember there was some little arches on the alcoves either side of the fireplace. They've been taken out, and Darren has built them up so they're even, because there were different sizes when you took the arches down. He's plasterboarded them up, ready for the plasterer to come in and skim those. The door leading into the current kitchen has been taken out, ready to be plasterboarded up, but we can't do that until the wall in between the kitchen and the dining room has been taken out. And we have flooring for the whole of the downstairs. I've got a good deal on the flooring for the entire of the downstairs, which is the hallway, the living room, the kitchen and the dining room. We might have a little bit spare for the utility as well, but it wouldn't really bother me if we don't have enough for the utility room, because we can just tile that anyway. We won't obviously put the flooring in the downstairs toilet either, because we've got tiles for that. Apart from that, it's a bit slow. I think I've said in the previous vlog it's going a bit slow, but it's what we expected when we work full time. We've only got a couple of hours after work to do any kind of work, and then the weekends, you know, we like to have a little break at some point, but we're getting there. We've started on the living room because obviously we've got these sofas, and they're currently sitting in the current dining room, which will become the kitchen. So we want to move them from the kitchen into the living room, put dust sheets over them so we can still decorate around them. But we need to move them from the kitchen, this room, which is currently the dining room. But we need to remove them from this room so that we can get the kitchen fitted. And we get the kitchen units a week today, which will be Monday the 2nd, we'll get the units. We're not fitting the kitchen straight away because the units need to be spray painted the colour that would prefer them to be. We'll obviously need to put the flooring in. I don't know if we'll put the flooring in before the kitchen. I don't know, but it's just little things like that where we need to consider before rushing in and putting stuff in. But that's how we're getting on downstairs. I'm not going to show you the kitchen at all, the current kitchen, which will become the dining room because it's just an absolute tip at the moment. I will show you the living room. It's a bit of a mess, but it's getting done now. So I'll show you that. So you come into the living room, as you know, and the walls have now been stripped of all the wood chip. And you can see Darren has started to plaster board the alcoves. And that alcove as well. So we've got some electric points, one for the TV, one for the socket, and a double socket there. And similar on this side, we've got a double socket there and a double socket down at the bottom. And the idea is that Darren wants to put a frog tank in one of the alcoves, so he probably won't put it in straight away, but he's put them in, so the option's there to do that at a later date. The alcoves and the fireplace and this wall need re-skimming, so we'll do that very soon. The flooring, like I say, we bought some new flooring. We're just going to run all the way through into the dining room, the hallway and into the kitchen. It's like an oak effect, hardwood or engineered wood flooring. The door, that's been taken out and that's going to get plasterboarded up and re-skimmed as well. Master bedroom is getting the paintwork. Still a couple of coats to put on. Need another coat putting on the coving. And another coat, or at least another coat putting on the rest of the walls. If there's one thing I should have done throughout this renovation is maintained a tidy workspace. Please tell me we're not the only one that has a workspace like this whilst we're trying to decorate. I'm going to try and do something with this cupboard. It's really the only cupboard space we have for clothing without having to bring in a bulky cupboard. So I'm gonna find some ideas on how to really utilise this little space, because this here, it couldn't be removed as it's part of the chimney. So what I might do is paint it white, and depending on what colour we paint this wall, which is going to be the wall where the bed sits against, I might end up painting the cupboard, the inside of the cupboard, the same colour as the wall. I'm busy painting the walls with a second coat, but I'm leaving this wall, which is going to be the wall with the bed on it, I'm leaving that with just one coat because we're planning on, well, I'm planning on painting this wall like a dusty pink colour. So these are the two samples from Valspar, and I absolutely love both of these colours. I'm very, very into this colour, but when I've stepped back and looked at it on the wall, I don't know if it looks too dark. I mean, it's not really showing true on the camera, but I feel like it's a bit dark to have the whole wall. But looking at this one, and again, it's not too true on the camera, but this looks a bit too pink, too girly, and I know Darren just won't be into that for the bedroom anyway, so I might have to try and find a colour like this, but just a little bit more pale. That's my dilemma for when we come to paint this room.
quite easy. A wire is not you're just a normal wire, like a line from there, come from the boiler. I presume that will go up to your programmer, and then the wire comes. Can you see that?
The light, yeah.
Go on here. Put your hand down it. The wall.
Why? Whereabouts? You see it?
Where? Yeah.
You see it?
What they do is, if the boiler's through there, they bring the pipes down at the boiler. Don't record them.
Carry on.
No?
Carry on. It was just time lapsing. It wasn't like. So I went to B&Q yesterday to pick up some paint for the feature wall in the master bedroom, which you will have seen the testers for. And we've gone for, or I've gone for, Petal Grove, which is the middle one. And I'm going to paint the entire wall except for the coving and the skirting. But I'm also going to paint the inside of the cupboard that colour as well, once I finish sanding the easy fill.
Stop it.
But keep the flame on it, no.
Oh. Just like that.
Yeah. You have to do it, see at the joints, because that'll not go in anything, you see.
Oh, where's that?
See where the
There?
pipe goes into the fitting?
There.
Aye.
Alright, okay. There. Alright,
Aye.
are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't think
If
I'm
you do
gonna
it, see if you do this first one that's closest to you,
Uh-huh.
you'll
There.
see it, you'll see it. And you'll know what you're looking for.
Right, okay. There.
Yeah.
Like that.
Aye. But you'll wait, you'll know when it's starting to go now.
Ah. I say it. Doesn't matter that's not neat.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that's not neat.
Well, no, they'll know that. It'll get covered up. But you're putting far too much on, can't? It's expensive stuff. All you need to do is see if you go to the other side of the tee. The other side of the tee. And once you, because it's getting hot now, all you need to do is touch a tiny wee bit of solder on
Darren,
it.
that's thingy there, you see it?
Ah, see it?
I want to set the house on fire. Right. So there. Like that.
Aye, that'll do.
That'll do?